he actually says on rare occasions, some people are actually repressing the good aspects of themselves within the shadow. Good.
Of course. Well, that's the relative
now-
evil, I think. If I can take a guess, I would say that that's the relative quality of it. That, you can't understand the shadow as meaning inherently bad. It's not. Like I said, there are a lot of things that can be considered unacceptable, which is what gets them cast out of consciousness about ourselves, that actually aren't inherently unacceptable, but may be unacceptable in culture, may have been unacceptable in the situation we were growing up in, or may be deemed unacceptable to us, by us, and not necessarily some outward objective law or morality that comes outward. I think that there's also an important clause with this shadow, which is, we spoke about this a little bit in the first part of this series, but that it's not also something that you aim to remove. The shadow isn't something you can ever get rid of, and it's not something you're supposed to aim to get rid of. It is something you're supposed to face, hence the term integration. But even that integration, that term integration, doesn't imply the removal of it. It implies becoming aware of even just its existence, which I guess you could say there's these tools that are useful in dealing with these ideas and in integrating them into your life. And one of them is curiosity. Curiosity is something that seems to me increasingly rare in culture. Not that it's ever been extremely rare, but it's a little surprising how lacking in curiosity we are, considering that we're rather safe as a society to question things. Considering we don't live under a monarchy, you're not going to get executed by firing squad for questioning the existence of God or something, or the king. There are situations where it was definitely more dangerous to be curious. But curiosity is one of, if not the most important tool to apply, to engage with these ideas. So the shadow, you're not going to do shit with the shadow without curiosity. That's the whole process by which one becomes individuated, is by facing oneself. That's why I'm very suspicious and disdainful of the constant debates and all the ridiculousness that goes on in pop culture and social media and the news, all of it. Because all of it is a sucking away of the energy and attention that's required to be aimed at oneself for this process of individuation that requires facing the shadow, understanding the ego, etc.